Hi, my name is Grace Mahalik and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than some of the ones I have posted. Today I want to touch on melanoma in situ, one of the subjects that I had promised to discuss on my channel. My personal experience with melanoma in situ was March of this year. I had developed a chronic rash all over my body due to stress and anxiety. I suffer from panic and anxiety disorder, so everyday anxiety attacks first thing in the morning are not that uncommon for me. What was different, however, with this rash that developed is that I was itching everywhere. It was crazy. I had one of my girls scratching my back, and in the process of that, we noticed a no bigger than the size of a pencil eraser birthmark or mole. I guess it would be considered more of a mole because it wasn't there since birth. But the difference with this one is that it was black, and that instantly set off a trigger in me that I knew I needed to make a doctor's appointment just to be on the safe side. I saw a local dermatologist and went in there, and upon examining it, he saw the same color of it and extremely became concerned and alarmed and decided that it was a good idea just to be safe to biopsy it. He did biopsy it, and about a week later, on a Monday morning, after not hearing anything back from his office, I called to ask what my results were. I was told that the lab results showed that I had melanoma. Instantly, when you hear the word melanoma, you're scared, you're terrified. The only thing that goes through your head is, oh my God, I have cancer. I was told it was a melanoma in situ though. And melanoma in situ is a cancer that sits at just the very top level of the skin. It has not gone any further into the skin or into the body. The next thing that they typically do though is a more in-depth biopsy where they cut margins around that mole. And the purpose of that is to just be sure that down deep underneath that mole or that melanoma and around all the surface skin around it, that the melanoma has not spread. They did not expect that they would find that it had. I decided though to go seek the advice of a new dermatologist because the original one had shaved the mole, which is a big no-no. When you have melanoma, something like that can spread if the mole is not actually taken off versus shaved. He shaved it. That was enough of a concern for me to go, yeah, time to find a new doctor. Obviously, he doesn't know quite what he's doing, or he's just gotten too old. So I went ahead and did that. And the new doctor saw the report that I brought with him. He took a look at the spots, agreed that it had to be, there had to be some surgery done to make sure that the melanoma had not spread. He went ahead and cut the margins, cut in deeper. I was expecting, considering the mole was only like that big, maybe a little smaller, that the margins would not be that big. It was going to be no big deal. Once I had the surgery done, I realized that the incision and the scar, there was going to definitely be a scar there. The incision was a little deeper and a little longer than I had imagined. It's a few months later now. I'm doing great. In situ usually never reoccurs. But because you've already had a melanoma and a skin cancer, they will be checking you every 3 to 6 months, full body skin checks. So in my case, I go back, it had to be a 6-month check. I go back in September to have those margins and my back and my body all relooked at. The biopsy from the margin surgery showed no cancer anywhere else except for that in situ, which again means at the surface of the skin. So right now, clean bill of health, no cancer, feeling great and very, very thankful. But it does open your eyes to a lot of things. Opens your eyes to the fact that you've had cancer once. It makes you wonder if there's somewhere else in your body that it could be. And it makes you think about your life and everything around you and changing things so even just your stress level comes down a little bit. That's a process that I'm trying to learn. with 5 girls at home and 1 son, and we homeschool, we do online school. It's very, very stressful. Our lives are not stress-free. As I said, I have a very adventurous, high energy household with special needs children as well. So simply trying to keep a stress level down and anxiety is very, very hard for me. That's a process that I'm learning. Different ways to cope without needing a whole lot of medication to cope with all of that. That will probably be my next video. I'll go into a little bit of anxiety and stress and keep you all updated on the cancer situation. Hopefully just this video gives you a little bit more information about melanoma and Situ. I will insert in this video a picture of what the incision looked like after the margin surgery, because I never did take a picture of the mole, which was kind of stupid. I should have. But that being said, please like and subscribe. I hope this video kind of gives somebody who's had the same diagnosis some hope that it's a big deal, but it's not. It's hopefully something minimal in your life. You'll have to go through the skin checks, of course, but melanoma in situ is not the end of the world. It's a caution. Stay out of the sun, use sunscreen. I was never a big sunbather at all. Did not worship the sun, did not go to tanning beds. This has changed my perspective on things. I go to the beach with my kids. I use an umbrella now. I literally keep myself out of the sun as much as I can, just because it's safer that way. But the next series of videos, we might cover some anxiety, stress, how to cope with just a stressful life that you cannot get away with, or get away from, I should say. When stress is a part of your everyday life, you've got to learn coping mechanisms to be able to talk yourself out of anxiety attacks, be able to keep yourself at an even keel, or you're literally just going to go crazy. Please like, subscribe, share. Thank you for watching my video, and you can see down below, leave your comments, and I will try to respond to them as quick as I can. Thank you all for coming to my channel, and I hope you have a great weekend.